Hey, Swamp Foxers, Alex Arbogast, Avery Arbogast, and little Alex Arbogast here. This is my Why I CrossFit video. Certainly so many reasons why I CrossFit, but I'm going to give you a little bit of my story and why I'm doing this video now. Actually, this past Wednesday was the 1 year mark for CrossFitting for me. Going back 2 Christmases ago, I was 250 pounds in probably the worst shape of my life. I was having terrible back pain every day to the point where I could barely put my socks on. That's the truth. Knew I needed a lifestyle change and figured I needed a little bit of motivation. That motivation came in the form of signing myself and my wife, who had just had a baby 3 months prior, up for a Tough Mudder event. I figured if we signed up, then we would be forced to start getting in shape. So we had no real plan of action on how we were going to do that. Honestly, hadn't even heard of CrossFit at that point. Just by pure luck, was working at St. Mary's, volunteering at St. Mary's on the basement there. Paul Kelly showed up and talked me into giving CrossFit a try. So started on a Wednesday. Very first workout I ever did was a 40, 30, 20, 10 of 135-pound deadlifts, push-ups, and 20-pound ball tosses. That day, I did complete that workout in 19 minutes and 7 seconds. I was dead last in the class by minutes. But I did finish with everybody in the class around me, cheering me on. Megan right down on the ground in my face, telling me to get it done. And I did. I came home and I sat on my front step that day for honestly over an hour with my head between my legs, just trying not to puke. And that's the way it was for me for about, I don't know, probably 2-3 weeks every day. I just felt awful. But then it got better, and I got better, and I got stronger and better in shape, and I was shedding pounds like crazy. Within the first 3 months, I went from 250 pounds down to as low as 203 pounds. Now I'm at the point where I'm actually packing on muscle, and so I've kind of leveled out for the last 6 months at 215 pounds, which honestly, I know people talk about weight, doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't. So I just did that exact same workout again this past Saturday to see, we were all joking about, does CrossFit really work? So I've done it for a year, same exact workout, same standards. The workout that took me 19:07 took me 11:13, okay? So 8 minutes faster for the exact same thing in 1 year's time. Honestly, I thought that I probably could have pushed a little bit harder, thought I could have gone a little bit faster. We always think that when we're done. Certainly not the case while we're doing it. But anyway, yeah, it works. It's awesome. I love CrossFit. It gives my wife and I something to cheer each other on for every day. You know, when you become parents, so much of your life is just revolving around your children, which is a fantastic thing. I wouldn't trade that for anything, but it is nice to have conversations and have something in common outside of just what's going on in our home. And I love to watch the kids while she goes to class, and the first thing out of my mouth, and she'll be walking through that door any second now, is, you know, how'd you do in class? What was your time? What was your weight? How many reps did you do? It's so exciting. In a world where people love to criticize and love to point out all the bad things, that's not what our community does. We celebrate all the small wins. Somebody completes their first box jump or their first double under or their first pull-up. I honestly feel like I'm as excited as they are. And that's a tribute to Megan and AJ and the community, the tribe that they have built. So I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Also, the Open starts tomorrow. In the Open, I've done Festivus games. this is only the beginning. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. I know I'm only going to get better, faster, stronger, and just become a better person all around because of CrossFit, because of our community, because of all of you that are watching this video. So thank you. That's why I CrossFit.